This is WPTV, William Paterson Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The William Paterson women's volleyball team had a busy week for the NJAC tournament, hosting Montclair State on Tuesday for the quarterfinals and traveling to Union on Thursday for the semifinals. Here to break it all down is Kellie Owens, Jason Hook, Lamont, Hampton, and AJ Tierney. The Lady Pioneers won the quarterfinals at the Rec on Tuesday against Montclair State, 3-1 in sets. Kellie, take us through this rivalry matchup.
Gladly, like you just said, they were able to win 3-1 in sets on Tuesday. 53 kills for William Paterson, 40 for the Red Hawks, 11 blocks by the Pioneers, and 2 blocks for the Red Hawks, where the Pioneers were able to get 9 aces, matching the Red Hawks' 9 aces as well.
Yeah, great performance by the Red Hawks. I'll keep it with you. What was the fire behind the Pioneers keeping it from going to 5 sets?
I'm going to have to say the confidence on that. They were able to beat Montclair on September 23rd with a clean sweep, but they did not let that one set that they lost bother them. So it has to be the confidence levels of all the teammates.
Mont?
Just like confidence, I agree completely. It has to be the experience that the Pioneers have as a team. So far in the season, they were 1-2 in games that had won in 5 sets. Outside of that, they were 14-3 in games that they won their first set in each match. That is great. That's a great tendency. When the Pioneers are dialed in, they're locked in, their experience gathers them and gets them to win. But when they're not all over the place, it's hard for the win. But they did it against Montclair State on Tuesday.
Hook?
Cooper, I just got to say, you look very handsome today. I'm watching you through AJ Tierney's sunglasses reflection right now. I've got to say, it's Sophia Zablakis and Laura Gruner, the tandem of the middle hitters. Zablakis had 8 blocks. Laura Gruner had 3 aces. Laura Gruner is one of the best blockers in the NJAC. She has 81 blocks on the season. They were the keys to victory for the William Paterson Pioneers.
AJ finishes off for question 1.
I gotta say, I love that orange tie. It's just this whole look just working, man. But I gotta give it to sticking to the game plan, man. They're hitting on the line against Montclair's 5-1, serving their libero, Bella Demers, who's been #1, the best player so far on the Pioneers. And their high hands hitting on the net every single time Montclair was trying to serve. There, you either had Elliott, Gruner, Glenn right there to block it.
The Pioneers had a lot of strong performances from the athletes against the Red Hawks. Mont, I'll go to you. Who was a star in that matchup?
The star in that matchup is the one, the only, CC Miller. Miller did it all, a little bit of all for the game. 9 kills, third on team behind Glenn and Elliott. 1 ace, third on team behind Gruner and Elliott, and 20 digs. That's a season high, 20 digs behind Demers, who had 27. Miller was comfortable against the Red Hawks all night long, comfortable against the Red Hawks in the 23rd when they opened the NJAC against them. And she's a dominant junior in that matchup and proved how her seniority came into play.
Mr. Hook, who's a player you want to highlight?
I got to go with Christine Glenn. She's leaping out of the gym. How's my Matt Goldman impression, by the way? 15 kills, 5 blocks, and she does leap out of the gym. She's one of just the most impressive athletes on this team, and she showed up and she showed out.
AJ?
I got to give it to the Cali native herself, and that is Riley Elliott. Since she's only a freshman, and she's been killing it for the Pioneers. I mean, she's got 12 kills, 3 aces, 1 block, and 9 digs. Definitely setting up the future for the Pioneers, and especially in the NJAC playoffs. Yo, got to give it to her, man.
Great debut.
Kellie, I know who you're going with, but talk to me about your player.
Maybe not. We haven't really said her this much, but Sophia Zablakis, she missed almost the entire month of September, a little bit of October, and she really wasn't getting the recognition that she deserved. So when she came back off of this injury, she played in all 4 sets against Montclair. She had 7 kills and had 8 blocks that were assisted and had 1 dig in this game. You have to give her some recognition.
On Thursday, the Pioneers traveled to Union to take on Kean University for the semifinals, but falling short. Jason, take us through this semifinals.
Gladly, Coop. It was a tough matchup between the Kean Cougars and the William Paterson Pioneers. A sweep from the Cougars, 44 kills to the Pioneers 23, 41 assists to the Pioneers 21, and 8 service aces to William Paterson's 5.
Jason, I'll go back to you. What led the Pioneers to fall short in the semifinals?
Well, it's got to be Kean's offense, Coop. I mean, look at Kaylee Elena Morrison, 357 kills on the year. Ashley Torres, 418. They're not just Jordan and Pippen, they're Jordan and Jordan. They are insane, and this Kean team is likely the best team in the NJAC, and that's why they won. This is an absurdly good offense.
Mr. Tierney.
I will say, you say offense, I got to go with defense, man. The Pioneers in the first set, anybody who watched that game knows they were up by 9. But the mental mistakes happened, and the defense took over for Kean. The Pioneers let it get to their head, and every single time they had any type of offensive momentum for the Pioneers, that Kean defense was right there, and they just stopped it.
Kel?
I agree both with the offense and defensive side of Kean. They have one of the best offenses and defenses. But they were able to find the gaps that were open that William Paterson were leaving. The Kean offense was just on fire. There was no stopping them, even when William Paterson was up by 9. But leaving the gaps open was really what hurt them.
Lamont, finish off here.
AJ, you said the word that's perfect. Momentum. The momentum swung fairly in the Cougars' favor. 10-game winning streak, 14-3 at home. Already the Pioneers are at a disadvantage. And on top of that, the fans were in their ears every time something bad happened. They did the Pioneers dancey dance, unfortunately. But then the momentum was, again, on the Cougar side. 3 all-NJAC first-team players, that being Ashley Torok, Kellie Morrison, and Aspen O'Brien. Those 3 ladies carried the Kean Cougars all season long and carried them last night to a big victory over the Pioneers in a sweep.
With the volleyball season at a close, AJ, I will ask you, who do you think the MVP was for the 2025 season?
I got to give it to the transfer from Eastern Michigan, and that is Bella Demers. I mean, she's a 6-time NJAC Player of the Week. She's the defensive specialist for the Pioneers and the captain. She, of the season, has 4 kills, 40 assists, and 560 digs. I mean, yo, if that ain't MVP material, I don't know what is.
Kellie.
You're going to have to give me Riley Elliott for that one. She had 299 kills of the season, just short of 300, 8 assists and 53 aces, 142 digs, and 16 assisted blocks. I mean, did we mention she's a freshman?
Yeah, I mean, she is a freshman, and she had a hell of a first year for the Pioneers, and she can continue that, upperclassmen years. But I will go to you, Mont. Who do you think the MVP was?
Well, you mentioned upperclassmen. I'm going back to CC Miller. CC Miller had herself a year, led the Pioneers in kills with 309. That's 9th in the NJAC. Had 108 digs, 4 for the Pioneers, and had 335.5 total points. 2nd for the Pioneers, 26.5 behind Miss Elliott, as you mentioned. And she only played 100 total sets, missing a few games early in the season. On top of that, she added to her resume being all NJAC 2nd team. She's used to the 1st team for the past 2 years, but next year you have to expect her to walk with a little chip on her shoulder for her senior campaign.
Some will say she's a dog. She had a hell of a season. So.
Roof.
Shout out Dave Dog.
Yes, sir.
Jason, finishes off here. Who's your MVP?
Mont, AJ, I love you guys, but it is utterly ridiculous to not say Riley Elliott. She was a kill short of 300 kills. Like Kelly said, sorry, hands are a little sweaty. It's hot in here. It's hot, it's a little bright in here too. Got to pop the sunnies.
I wasn't going to mention
53 aces on the year, like you said, and she's a freshman. She's the best freshman in the NJAC. She was a top star in the NJAC. She's got 3 more years left at William Paterson, and you know what? She's going to be a top dog in the NJAC conference in all of Division III volleyball for the next 3 years.
That will do it for William Paterson volleyball. Up next, we are going to move from the rec center to the lanes with Matthew Jenks and his crew to break down WP bowling, only here on WP TV.